Welcome to the Pump Rules Podcast, the show where cast and connoisseurs come to talk all things Vanderpump Rules. Welcome, Tom Sandoval, to Pump Rules Podcast.
Hey, Pump Rules Podcast.
Good to have you back, as
Thanks,
always.
Buddy.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for, having me.
So much to talk about.
Yeah,
Quite a bit.
lot.
A lot's going on. And so we have to cast our mind back to the party when everyone finds out this rumor about Jax and Faith.
Yeah. Normally every year we usually start off our season with the annual, it's like the Christmas party.
Yeah, right.
The
right.
OK Magazine party.
Yeah.
It's usually at the Mondrian or somewhere else. You know, we usually work and then we'll go there, get off early, go there, whatever. But this year, we were at Sir that night.
Yeah.
So Adam, my publicist, he puts on that OK Magazine party.
Right.
Every year. Mm-hmm. So basically, he was there.
Yeah.
And he has only met Faith a couple times. They don't really know each other that well. Well, Faith comes up to him and just basically like, oh my gosh, Adam, I have to tell you something. It's so crazy, but me and Jax have been sleeping together and I've recorded it and all this shit. We were at Sir, obviously we filmed at Sir, we got off from Sir, we came home, and then Adam hits me up at midnight or later. He's like, dude, I need to talk to you about something. And that was it. He obviously told me how Faith had told him that.
Yeah. It's hard to get through in text, that whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I hadn't heard a word about it. The only thing I had heard is that I think months and months ago, at one point, I think him and Brittany and Faith maybe we're gonna have a threesome. And what I think happened was it just planted that seed in the Jax.
Yeah.
And he just then planted his seed into, no, I'm kidding. Well, yeah, so I literally found out about that, the night before. And I'm a little weirded out about it because I also didn't know if that was true.
Sure. Because also things have been going so well with them. It seemed like maybe he'd finally turned the corner.
Yeah, it just seems like I've been around Jax when he's even just if there's a hot girl in the room, he'll be like, well, that girl's hot or whatever.
Yeah.
He'll say it. There'd never, ever been any mention of Faith or they didn't even really seem like they talked that much.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Faith always seemed more like a friend of a friend to Jax, to me, than a friend.
Someone you see around, an acquaintance at parties.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't think much of it. I mean, I did think something of it, obviously, but I mean, I also questioned it. And Faith, I know when she initially started at Sir and at the same time as Lala, it's always weird when new people are getting filmed on our show.
Sure.
And we all are very protective because we've all been through the ringer.
Yeah.
We've all put ourselves out there. We've had horrible things happen, embarrassing things happen.
Yeah.
And it always gets frustrating when you have somebody who comes on our show who's just gonna talk shit about us and our lives and then just kind of skate through. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, totally, yeah.
Give their fucking 2 cents.
Yeah, without paying dues, if you want to say it in that way. Yeah.
Yes. So, I don't know, with Lala, when she said the whole thing oh, I'm crazy and blah, 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 it seemed a little try hard. And so we kind of gravitated towards Faith initially. But Faith just kind of, as time went on, it just seemed so she seems so fucking Eve, dude. Just.
And I remember also, remember you and Ariana brought her on the podcast.
Yeah. She was always cool, but she always just seemed a little fake. Just a little ass kissy, a little
yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
something was off. A little something, but not enough, not wildly enough that
exactly.
You'd be yeah. Right.
And then, I mean, we've always been cool, but I feel like, she baited Jax in that situation, and you'll find out more about that later, but, she trained at Sir for 6 months.
That's slightly longer than the usual training course, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, we're always technically learning, right?
Of course, aren't we all?
Yeah, we're always learning, and we're always like kind of in training, I guess,
Sure,
right?
sure.
For life in general. But she was literally always like, she trained for 6 months. She couldn't handle a section on her own. So look, obviously, we've been on the show for, it's our 6th season now,
Yeah.
6 seasons now. And, I've worked for Lisa for like 8 years.
Right.
And we go and we do shorter shifts.
Mm-hmm.
We don't work like a full blown shift just because a lot of fans come in and it's like, it gets intense. People get shit faced, they get mouthy.
Right.
And like,
right.
but we did that up until probably like season 4.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Sure.
Because it started to become a thing where like I'm working Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all like 6-7 hour shifts, and by Sunday I literally want to just like scream at somebody.
Yeah, because it's like doing a personal appearance in addition to then having to make the drinks and make sure that the tables are all set up for
and
the
get
servers.
Interviewed and questioned about everything. And
can we take a picture? Can we take and all that stuff? Yeah. I mean, I remember seeing them descend on you when we were there.
Yeah,
like you came up from behind the bar. I look away, I turn back, and it just was.
And there was
like a mob scene.
and two, people want to take pictures and want to talk to you, but like, especially if you're in the restaurant bar, you got tickets like spewing out of the freaking machine. Like you got drinks, you got to make drinks.
Yeah, exactly.
And it gets very hectic, and you got to always have. So, anyways, we now we do shorter shifts, and we always make sure that there's enough staff there to where like we can jump out and take pictures with people.
Yeah.
Yes. So Faith just kind of wanted to jump right to that
level.
part.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Faith is like, oh, I can like kind of like doubt, like, cause it's my first season on the show or whatever. It's just like, dude, no, we've all kind of earned our right in a way to do that.
And also, I mean, even Max has to actually work at the restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. When I'm bartending and I'm making drinks, I'm making all the drinks. I'm not asking like, what goes in this again? What goes like, so that anyways, to make a short story long.
It's what we like here. Yeah.
Yeah. Faith got fired from Sir, and then she was just kind of like in and out. Like I knew she had like, I don't know. I've heard rumors about Faith. I don't know if they're true.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that cops are after. This could be a definite rumor. I don't know.
So allegedly,
the military's after her for being AWOL.
Wow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then also there was these videos.
Mm-hmm.
that came out online, I don't know if you saw them or not, about somebody who like robbed, and they had security footage of this girl, and it looks just like Faith.
Is it the drugging and robbing
I think
story
so,
that I
yeah.
heard? Okay, allegedly, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is all after the fact. It's all after the Jax thing went down. But she was like couch surfing, but like burning bridge couch surfer.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Right before we started filming again, she's like staying on Jesse's couch in his living room, leaving her underwear everywhere, leaving her like stuff everywhere, her Kleenexes, all this stuff, and like not paying him any money.
Mm-hmm.
And even when she asked Jesse if she could crash at his place, it was like through via text message while they were sitting at the same table, because she was on the verge of getting kicked out of a person that was sitting right next to them's place. So she couldn't ask Jesse in front of that person, because that person probably would have
exposed the whole game. And so when you're juggling this much nonsense,
Jesse found out about, what was happening like a little bit prior, like maybe a week prior.
Mm-hmm.
And he felt really uncomfortable about it. In fact, he hated it. In fact, he was like, why the hell did you tell me this? Because now you've put the burden on me
right.
of knowing this.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel like I'm the right person to bring this up or whatever.
Sure.
So I felt bad because he was harboring that information. And she like asked Jesse and James to like, hey, can I like have Jax over and like, maybe you guys can like walk in on us. Dude, yeah. That's why, like, listen, obviously people are like saying, oh, that seems fake, like blah, 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 like Faith's just trying to get a storyline, like they like contrive this whole thing. Let me tell you, that shit is definitely not fake. Now look, I understand that like people sometimes get it twisted and they think because people are being fake on the
right.
show that the show is fake.
Right.
But that shit definitely fucking happened.
Yeah.
100% happened. I mean, you'll have, proof of it. Jax and Faith did not conspire together to like create this fucking storyline that was going to basically make Jax's life a living hell for like, and Brittany's life. People don't contrive stories like that. They contrive stories like, oh, I own 2 houses in France and one in, London or something. You know what I mean? Like,
we'll go sometime. Not now, but we'll go.
Yeah, we'll go.
Yeah, I promise you. Another season, though. It's not the right season out there. And also, it's not the kind of thing that the show itself would want to perpetrate. They have no interest in it.
That's one thing about our producers that I really like is that sometimes they do it to a fault. If they think anything seems a little like if somebody seems a little too eager or a little too whatever, I mean, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why you didn't see and you won't see any of Faith.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, because she's eager as fuck, dude.
They don't want to reward that kind of.
Yeah, she's like, saying, oh my gosh, I'm having feelings for Jax. You don't have fucking feelings for Jax.
Right.
Like, don't fucking act like just like she like before had such deep feelings for Max and was so into Max. It's like, no, Max is a very humble. The way he acts, you would never think that he's Ken and Lisa's son ever.
Right.
They do a really good job of like making him work for everything that he has.
Again, he has to work in the restaurant. Like there's no shortcut for Max.
And he started off as a dishwasher and a busser.
Just like the show, the restaurant, it doesn't serve the restaurant to allow that kind of behavior. It doesn't serve the show in general to reward someone like Faith for trying to just like get in the mix.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So Jesse had heard, you had heard.
Yeah. So basically Faith had gone around and told pretty much everybody. She told like Jesse and Logan and James and like she's just fucking telling everybody, asking people to stage some sort of like
corroborating witness stuff, right?
Like some bullshit.
Yeah.
And I mean,
what's interesting because that brings me to the thing now. So we were talking about how Jesse was a little upset with something I said on a recent episode. Where
I heard. What did you say?
Well, I have the clip here. I think let's go to the clip.
All right, let's hear the clip.
We all do talk about how like our show like really is very organic and very like real.
Right.
Like these are real relationships and everything like that. But over the course of time, there's some people that have sort of like attached themselves and sort of glommed onto things that they're call them thirst traps, like that has become a real thing. And while we maintain the realness of everything and we bring ourselves and we bleed out for it, there are people who will infiltrate and really try to interject
and Jax just loves those fucking people.
Inject themselves into situations.
What bothered me even more was you hear a rumor that someone that Brittany's boyfriend has cheated on her, and this is how, and that guy Jesse just decides to say, "Oh hey, yeah, did you hear that?
Girl,
like he slept with Faith? Yeah. What a cool fucking
what a great person,
right?
That's how you do it.
He's Brittany's really good friend because
at a party.
He's now known this rumor for a hot minute, right?
Wait, do we know how long he knew for?
No, I don't know. I'm not. I mean, I don't know because I know he's listening to this, but Jesse and I have fought over this more times than I can even count since that day.
I would have gotten mad at him for how he told me.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
No, she should have been like, hey, even if that is true, the fact that you're telling me like at a party
because
on camera,
the thirst is real.
Fuck you. Yeah. It's so obvious.
Everyone can
so
flash back to a YouTube video where
really...
Jesse Montana and Faith Stowers went on to a quote unquote red carpet, step and repeat, and did an interview saying that this is 2 seasons ago, I think, when they said,
well, how does the old cast feel about you guys, you newbies coming in and like kind of stealing the show? Has there been some jealousy there?
I mean, I feel like that was the biggest issue. Like I've known the primaries for the main cast for like 2+ years, and Sheena was like my best friend. We had a little bit of a falling out in the last couple months, so that's kind of gearing up into the next season. We'll see what happens with that, but It's crazy, you know, they have this show and they have this thing and this brand that they're really, really excited about, and I respect that 110%. I just say, you know, embrace the new, embrace the fresh, and we can all do this together, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a line in the sand, but if you want it to be, then you know what, welcome to the sandbox. I'm ready for it.
The new, the fresh, and the younger. Just saying.
We've seen enough of some of those other folks, right?
We've seen enough. They're getting married.
That's a whole nother show.
If I want to watch somebody get married, I'm going to watch Real Housewives because you know what? They're rich. We're not rich. We're just balling out here in these streets.
The LA hustle. We're making it work. We're trying to be chic as fuck to the max, okay?
Young and having fun.
AF, baby.
And you're not on the show because no one gives a fuck about you and they're not invested. So they take this opportunity, both of them.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly more Faith than Jesse. I'll definitely throw that out there. But they both took that opportunity. And I lost my shit on Jesse. I was like, how dare you do that to Brittany when everything Brittany has done for
There was
him?
no question of loyalty or why now or why, how could you do this? There was no, I never questioned that because it was beyond obvious why
Like,
Faith
he's
did
thirsty.
it and why
I just think
she
it
would,
undermines
like,
the
you
show
know.
because it doesn't feel real. Because
It's-
you're like, no one in real life would like reveal something
It
that
does
way.
make it not real, though. It makes those people unreal.
Right. I'm not saying that it isn't.
Those-
I'm just saying it just feel like just
It's a side effect of the machinations of these two thirsts.
because you're just
people.
like
Because I mean, like those are, but that's why do you think I only have a few friends?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. That's
Because, because these are the people that come around and then do stuff like this.
let's say you're being smart. You just be like, hey Brittany, I need to talk to you for a second. Like at least orchestrate
text her,
going to the
Jesse.
bathroom and have that whole
just
scene of like
text
you
her,
going.
I don't know, 3 days ago because you have her number. You know where she lives. You drop by.
The only reason and why you hold on to something is something I held on to that I had heard about a few years
Katie's
back.
pointing at me right now, just so y'all know.
Thanks, when I had been told that like supposedly Jax had told Katie,
Don't say the J name.
you know, but about the two of you,
about Jax and Kristen sleeping together.
you know,
just to be clear.
I had more stake in that to not say anything.
Right. There was no thirst element to the reveal of that.
I didn't hold on to that and wait until the cameras pointed at me.
Right. You were
there was more stakes.
That shit was off camera, running down the street.
No, but there was.
You had to be talking about it the next day because it was off camera.
I'm not talking about the coming out. I'm talking about why I didn't say anything
because you didn't
for
want
so
to.
long.
Yeah.
Because those stakes were higher.
And also you didn't want to throw your friend under the bus.
You did it because it was eating away at you and shit was going on and it was in
And
your brain.
I was like, you know what? I'm tired of like I don't want to have the finger pointed at me right now because I've been holding on to some shit. So here it goes. Like but I don't that's not the
different.
case with
That's
Jesse.
not what this was.
Totally not.
because
No.
they're
It's like, hey, have you heard?
He found the best light too. They're in one fucking spot in the club where there's actually
if we're
light.
gonna talk about the friend group here, they're like second cousins removed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're
you just
like
have to see them at certain gatherings.
They're
and,
like a very distant extension.
like
of
barnacles.
some-
Yeah.
You know, it's like they're like in the mix, but like not totally in the mix. They don't know like the everything about everything, but they like you know maybe knew this or didn't, but it became very obvious.
Faith was like, if I can fuck my way into this group, maybe I'll be a cast member.
Yeah.
Nope. Sorry, bitch.
Well, it's worked for some people. It's worked for men.
It worked. It worked for James.
It did work for James.
Maybe that's our
That's
fault
it.
because we made examples out of some people.
Jesse's a really good friend of mine, and I've gotten to know him very well. And you know, he does obviously, you know, he can come across a little bit like thirsty or whatever. He might come across that way, but he's really not. You know, he's not trying to get himself invited to this thing or that. He's not. He doesn't come like. I don't know how to explain it better. I'm like losing my train of thought.
Because I think in this instance, it looked as if they were maybe in cahoots together.
So, yeah, here's the thing is that like, so Jesse and Faith were really good friends. But at this point in time where she was living with Jesse was slowly just being like less and less and less like, whoa, what the fuck is really going on here? Like he started to see Faith's like true colors.
Okay.
And kind of similar to what Katie was saying where, you know, she sat on this knowledge of you know, Jax and Kristen, you know, Jesse kind of did the same thing because he like knew about it, you know, for a hot minute, but he didn't want to be the one to like bring this up or talk about it or bring it out. and he knew fucking Faith was going to.
Yeah.
He like Faith like confided in him.
Yeah.
And then he's like finding out that she's literally telling everybody with fucking 2 ears. And then she asks him like, oh, maybe you can like walk in on us or whatever. And he's like, fuck no. You know, like, fuck you. And he started getting pissed. And so as soon as that shit got brought up, he didn't go, hey, by the way. It was like a floodgate of like anger actually kind of came out of him because he was actually really fucking pissed off about that whole situation with Faith. He knew what the fuck she was trying to do. He like he started to put all the pieces together, kind of like how we all did, like how, like they said, trying to fuck somebody to get on the show, trying to like whatever. I've known Jesse for a long time. He has like this kind of personality that can maybe come off like it like when you first meet him, maybe it comes, I don't know, like I don't know how to.
So maybe like people can read him the wrong way.
People can read him the wrong way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But he's a very nice, passionate, giving person, super sweet, like really good friend of mine. And he's that way because of who he is. That whole situation, man, it really sucked. And
it does clear some things up though, because like I said, it did appear as if they were sort of in cahoots. And
yeah,
you know, and that's
definitely,
maybe just the impression as a viewer, you know what I'm saying?
Like Jesse knew about that, and he knew that Faith was like fucking sitting on that shit, waiting for us to start filming again, waiting to like reveal that.
Sure.
You know, like.
Yeah. And so I'll just say for the record, Faith is the barnacle then.
Yeah. Yeah, Jesse is definitely not.
Let's move on to you talking with Ariana and being overheard. Because
oh, yeah. God.
What was running through your mind at the time? You just figured you were talking to Ariana just about the stuff in general. You didn't know that they were sitting there.
Not know.
Now, what about the criticism that if you're going to, let's say, talk shit or whatever, say intimate things or your gut feelings about certain situations about your boss, maybe don't do it at the place that they run and operate?
I mean, that sounds like a very, that's sound advice that I should definitely take. Yeah, I screwed up there. I mean, I will say, though, Lisa had said a good, 5-10 minutes earlier that she was leaving.
Yeah.
They just happened to not be right where the pillar is that,
the blind spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coincidence, maybe.
Yeah. Perhaps. I like seeing Ken turn around, because anytime there's anything that could be considered offensive to Lisa, he gets a certain kind of stance even when he's sitting down. He just bristles and he's like, what's going on over there? Yeah.
I'm not going to have to knock your fucking Spock out.
That leads into a whole interesting discussion, though, with them at the TomTom site.
I told her, I was like, look, one of my arguments, obviously, one of my things to do with Lisa is I was like, look, we're going into business together. I'm going to say something that's going to annoy you. You're going to say things that, and I'm just going to vent and be like, what the fuck, Lisa? Or you know what I mean? Like, she's going to she'll maybe ask me to go get these weird flowers over in East LA or do some weird errand. And I'm like, oh my God, Lisa's fucking killing me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying that shit. I don't mean it.
Right.
I'm just venting. I'm just like, I say the same shit about Schwartz. It's like, fuck, dude, I'm going to fucking kill that dude.
Yeah.
It's just, I told her, I was like, it's just me venting. I don't I love them, and I'm super appreciative of it, of this opportunity and of TomTom, so I think I was just venting my concerns. I'm fucking nervous, dude. This is to them, this is their 30-something restaurant or whatever. Like, this is my first, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is like my baby. I'm a helicopter parent, Like,
Right. You're a little concerned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank God they're just asking me to look at the bar and stuff like that, because I'm literally like, one chandelier, man. I'll spend 2 months Googling every fucking chandelier on the face of the earth.
Right. Well, you're very detail-oriented.
I get obsessed.
Yeah. I like how Schwartz defined it as you get obsessed with all the wrong things. It's not really that, but it's kind of a funny exaggeration.
Yeah, it is a little bit, yeah.
But I mean, you're already thinking about...
I get caught up in the little small details, an entire song, I'll spend months figuring out the proper kick drum reverb. It's
right.
You can't even hear it.
Some say the sense of smell is the most evocative sense of all. It can trigger memories, feelings, and so much more. When you're hungry for the embrace of comfortability and aroma of familiarity, there's only one choice to make: nostalgia.
My new fragrance, Nostalgia. It's not just a word, it's a feeling.
Nostalgia from the mind of Tom Sandoval.
Nostalgia. Brought to you by the TomTom Corporation. Where smart is dumb and dumb is smart. Dude, when Britney cries, it
destroys you.
It like tugs at all these emotional strings. Like it just, oh my gosh. It's like, she's like the opposite of me when I cry. Like I'm an ugly crier. She's like the cutest little crier. I like well up seeing her, like her voice when it gets like shaky and
when she's talking through the cry, it's brutal.
Oh my gosh,
it's so brutal. You feel so bad for her, and then even in the interview, she's barely keeping it together. It's so rough.
Dude.
And then when they're upstairs in the apartment
with the dog.
Oh my God, he won't yell at me anymore to the dog, and who's hiding under the bed.
Oh my gosh,
and also,
I know. I literally
It was very hard to watch that, and also. Jax wearing the pairing of the Taco Bell sweater and the button-up shirt, which he lived in for 2 full days.
I remember you telling me that. Dude.
Although at the time, I weirdly thought that because the printing on the Taco Bell sweatshirt is deliberately faded, when I saw him, I was like, is he wearing a Taco Bell button-up shirt? I thought the logo was on the back of the shirt and that he was wearing a kind of like, old fucked up sweatshirt that you could see through, and I just couldn't figure it out. But it wasn't the kind of time to be like, hey, pardon me, Jax, are you wearing a button-up shirt with a Taco Bell logo? Every time I saw him, I was like, what the fuck is he wearing?
Dude, he was spiraling down, man. He was depressed. It was a bad, and I gotta say, without giving anything away, it just does not get that much better for Jax. In fact, it gets a whole lot worse before it gets better.
This might be actually his high point on the season.
It might. Dude.
He goes through the floorboards, yeah.
He kind of had this attitude. It kind of annoyed me, and I kept trying to like he needs to go to like patience classes.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Like you need to understand, Jax, that like maybe you live this and this is old news to you, but everybody else is finding this out like right fucking now.
Right. Yeah.
And you did this.
Yeah.
He literally had this attitude after like this whole Faith thing came out. He's like, all right, so we did it. We're getting through it. Like I don't want to be talking about this anymore. Literally in 2 days, he's like, seriously, guys, I don't like. If this gets brought up again, like I can't do it, man. I'm like, Jax, dude, like
that ain't how it works, pal.
That ain't how it works, man.
Yeah, and this is not just like a small thing that like you're just annoyed that we're talking about it. Like this is.
Is that what he's gonna tell the judge? Like, is that what he told the judge? Like when he got caught stealing sunglasses?
Look, I stole them. You guys caught me.
Stole them, caught him. Fine. I don't want to hear about this shit anymore. All right.
It really makes the other person feel good too. Now when he's talking to Britney before her party.
Oh my God.
And he's like, listen, but you can't talk about it with your friends, is essentially what he says.
He just rattles off like phrases that he's heard in like fucking movies.
Step by step. Piece by piece, 1 step forward, 3 steps back.
It just mutters them off like
men are from Venus, women are from Women are from Venus, men's from Mars.
It's fine. Who cares about their opinion? Girlfriends are like dime a dozen. Like,
oh my God, girlfriends are a dime a dozen. Because what am I going to get out of this? A girlfriend? Well, girlfriends are a dime a dozen. Like, what are you talking about? The opposite. And he's like, we're just trying to work this out, right? And then, well,
I think he fucked up the like. He heard a dime a dozen, whatever. And then he's heard like maybe like people come and go, and just kind of.
That's right. When he gets super frustrated, he kind of blends those.
Yeah,
those aphorisms
they're
together.
like girlfriends are a dime a dozen, whatever. Like, okay, well we can end it now, but we decided we're not going to.
Right. So it's all over. It's fine. We're working through it, and don't let your friends. He's like, he's also like.
I gotta get this tweet out real quick. Yeah.
He's like. he's like a cliche blender. You just throw it in there and you get something new out at the end. Yeah, he's like, time takes time, and
time takes time.
And one man's garbage is another man's roof.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Perfect.
I like also how he bristles so hardcore that basically it's a nice thing that all the ladies are overcoming their differences to get together to be there for Britney, and that's totally just thrown to the side. And he's like, they're gonna don't talk about it.
It's a fuck Jax party.
Yeah,
they referred to it as the fuck Jax party.
Yeah, and it features a Jax piñata, and by the way, all very well justified.
Yeah,
by the way, like it's kind of a a low-key way of handling things.
It's like a cute little spanking, Jax.
Yeah.
Like, deal with it.
Yeah, it's not like lighting all his clothes on fire.
Exactly.
Or like, yeah.
Dude, Stassi, oh man, dude. I don't even want to open up that fucking can of worms,
That's a
dude.
big can of worms.
That's
it's family
a big
size.
fucking can of worms, dude.
It's heavy to move from room to room.
A can of worms has cobras in it. And fucking black mambas. Oh shit, dude. If I did, dude, Ariana, whoa. She'd be...
What do you think she'd do? Like destroy stuff? Like what would be the first crazy thing that happened? Or like a deserved crazy thing?
I don't know. I think she would like...
Grace Jones once lit all of Dolph Lundgren's clothes on fire after a fight. I think just a fight. He didn't cheat on her or anything. But
Okay.
that's like one end of the spectrum. And then I think at the other end you have the fuck Jax party. So where would she be in the spectrum?
I think Ariana would just literally like... I think she would just be like cold-blooded in a sense that she would just like disappear.
Withholding affection and then just vanishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be just as bad as any kind of physical retribution.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Probably worse, actually.
Yeah.
Because the physical retribution stuff, then people can say, but can you believe they did this? And if in that instance someone said, they won't talk to me, people go, yeah, no shit. Like,
Yeah,
why
exactly.
would they? Because you guys are going through a kind of a rough patch. You talk about how you guys hadn't had sex for 2 months, which is also in the same discussion where Jax is happily saying the sex has never been better. It's good he had something to be jolly about at the time.
Yeah.
But
I'm like, you're enjoying... I'm like, here I am being a good boyfriend. You're being a fucking piece of shit and an asshole.
yeah.
You know?
And super rude and manipulative.
And dismissive and all this shit.
Yeah.
And you're fucking shoplifting the pootie.
You're downloading audiobooks on intimacy, trying everything.
Dude, you know what sucks, man? Like when you don't have sex for a little bit, you start to feel like uncomfortable coming on to your significant other.
Yeah,
Do you get what
sure.
I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And you can
Like-
start feeling weird, fucked up things about your attractiveness.
And when you second guess yourself, guess what? You become less attractive.
yeah, it doubles down on itself.
You become a creepy, like, fucking...
Lurker.
Exactly. That's the word I was looking for. You read my mind. Yeah. Like, oh, Tom's, it's like...
You know, he's got that look in his eye again. Oh,
Yeah, he's got his puffy sleeve shirt on.
Oh yeah, when he's got the puffy shirt on, you know what's coming next. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got his polyester puffy shirt on and his... I look like fucking Prince.
This segment brought to you by Dry Spell, the his and hers antiperspirant that will keep you parched and grouchy all the livelong day. Dry Spell, there must be something to it.
Jax got his car stolen.
That's right.
He got his fucking...
That night.
Dude, Jax's fucking not brand new. He'd had it for like a year.
Yeah.
His fucking Challenger got jacked.
Yeah.
Dude.
And that was a fully loaded, customized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was his baby.
Yeah. That's right.
His fucking... Dude. So not only does he deal with this rumor that, you know, or whatever, he's dealing with this shit like his world crumbling down. His fucking car gets stolen.
That's right.
Dude. I was nuts, man. And then that next day, me and Schwartz had to do a special Watch What Happens Live that
Right.
morning.
Yeah.
Didn't you say you have footage of...
That's right. There's some security footage because I went to help get some security footage because of the car.
Yes.
And we were trying to figure out, and I think we found the guy, but I don't know if that led to anything. So because
Oh, you think you found the guy that did it?
because of the time and everything, and so like you
shit.
put together the footage from the garage when the car is there. Because weirdly, here's the other weird thing: Jax, in like his fucked up state, he was in the apartment with Brittany, and then obviously they were fighting or something.
He went down to his car.
He went down to sleep in the car.
Okay.
Right? The cameras are motion sensitive, so it's this weird thing where you see him staggering down, and then he gets in the car, gets out.
I saw the footage.
That's right.
Yes. He gets out of his car and he's like staggering. Like, dude.
Oh, he's weaving like a motherfucker. It is incredible. And he's like hunched over and then it cuts. And then the car just goes.
That's crazy.
And
Dude.
like no one had sympathy for Jax too.
I know.
Like everyone's
Well,
like,
I felt a little bad.
No, I mean,
I felt bad for
we
him.
felt bad, but it was like this tsunami of like craziness going on. And you're like, oh, that sucks. But like then immediately we forget about that. And it's like, is
dude,
Brittany okay?
It's gotta be pretty fucking crazy if like your car getting stolen doesn't make it onto the fucking show because there's so much other worse shit happening.
Exactly. Like, yeah. Because I was pulling footage from the lobby, I got to see Schwartz in various states of disrepair because you guys had to go do Watch What Happens Live.
That morning.
And
then Jeremy's birthday.
At Resident. That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Resident.
So we, dude, we were up. I mean, dude, I left with my fucking masquerade outfit and it was daylight.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Outside. And I was like, Schwartz, you have to wake me up. Me and Jax were supposed to do Watch What Happens
That's
Live.
right. Yeah.
Because we were filming it at Sir with Andy
behind
the bar.
Yeah.
Because he was doing an on-location special Watch What Happens Live in L.A. I think Schwartz just kind of like stayed up.
I think he did. And it's funny because in the footage you see him staggering down the hall and you're holding his clothes. And then you guys come back like later. And so he's even more fucked up. He's just wobbling. That was after Jeremy's party where we see on the show, he was schwasted.
Yeah, he was schwasted. He was Patrick schwasted.
And he gets really emotional sometimes in those moments.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I do a little bit too sometimes. I think, there was a lot of things that was bothering Schwartz. Obviously he loves Jax. I love Jax too.
Sure.
And he knew that all this stuff coming out, like I think he was kind of depressed about how, this is going to be shit that like we're going to have to all deal with.
Yeah. You can kind of see that when it's being discussed with James at Jeremy's party. Him and Ariana are going back and forth talking about that, Faith said that she missed her period and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and you see Schwartz and he's already starting to cry. And then when he disappears, he goes to talk to Jax, his sole PR client. And you can tell that he's really busted up about it because he can sort of tell everything that's going to unfold from here.
Yeah. And he knows it's like it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like, shit, we're going to have to, he knows that there's going to be collateral damage because there always is.
Yeah. And then also the relationship that you guys have, even Schwartz says to Brittany at Sheena's party, listen, I haven't heard anything. And I mean, if I did, I probably would cover for him, but I'm telling you, I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
That's, and so there's that too. So I bet you guys get a little bit of heat when it comes to Jax in those situations.
Well, yeah, but I told Brittany this numerous times. I'm like, if you have any questions or any concerns or whatever, or if you're having an issue with Jax, please do not hesitate to tell me or like let me know or reach out to me, because while all this was going on, I was checking in with Brittany because I'm like, listen, like I know Jax will tell us one thing and then, he'll be like, oh no, Brittany wants me to be around. She wants me to stay over.
Like the discussion you guys had at the bar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, no, she fucking doesn't.
Yeah.
She specifically told me that she doesn't. So you need to go stay at a hotel, get out of her face and stop like propaganding yourself around her. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no, totally. Because even
give
then,
us some fucking space, dude.
Yeah. Because even then, you're trying to give him a little bit of advice, and it's very gentle because he's still fresh. The wound is still fresh. With him. He was heated. He's wearing a blue shirt, not even a black shirt, and he's a mess still.
Yeah.
But he's so antagonistic towards you. Like he's so hot to be like, no. And so that must be difficult to deal with
it is
too.
difficult because I'm like, dude, don't. I feel like I have to like, I don't know, like scold him or like be like his parent. I'm like, Jax, listen, dude. Brittany doesn't want you around. You need to fucking give her space. Stop like moping around. Stop fucking hanging out. Stop talking. You know what I mean? Like, be ghost.
Right.
You know, she deserves that.
Yeah. Sure.
And also like for your own good, because, maybe she'll miss you and want you around.
Right.
But if you're just there annoying her, constantly reminding her of all the shit that just, she just found out about,
right,
doesn't make it any easier.
Right.
And plus, like Jax, you're not that charming verbally when it comes to these things. You don't handle these things with tact.
We'll get back to the patience thing. He just goes 0 to 90.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's in the wrong. He's already in the wrong.
But also, Schwartz's dad had like some health issues.
Yeah.
And he almost died. He had like a
blood
clot and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was a combination of the drinking, the news of his, with his dad. His dad's fine now. He's doing great.
Great.
And Jax as well. I think he was just very emotional.
Yeah. And the stress of TomTom.
And he hadn't told me about that. I was like, that's one of the things I was like, dude, if your dad gets sick or something like that, or you gotta tell me, man.
Right.
I'm your fucking best friend, dude. You gotta fucking tell me this shit.
Sometimes it seems like he feels guilty expressing feeling bad or negative feelings that he has or struggles that he's having.
Yeah.
Because he feels like he's not
burden.
Yeah, it's a burden to someone else. And, gee, my life is good. Why should I complain about anything? And then he just bottles it up.
Yeah, that does happen. And it's very, it kills me. You know what I mean? Like,
because you just want to be there for your friend. It's not a burden.
It's not a burden.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. What would be worse is to know that he's holding all this stuff inside.
And then, or even like finding out 3 weeks later that he's been suffering for 3 weeks.
He's kind of the fucking opposite of Jax.
Yeah, he's like inverse Jax.
Yeah. Like Jax is like, we're going to talk about my problems.
Right now, very loudly.
And I'm going through this.
Yeah.
Let's all do this. I need you guys right now. Please come over. Please come over.
Yeah.
Versus Schwartz, it's like his whole world is falling apart.
And he's like, you guys need
and
anything?
it's not even self-induced.
Yeah,
like
no.
Jax is self-induced.
Yeah.
Schwartz's is not.
Yeah.
He has no control. It's like he's just dealing with and he bottles it up. So yeah, it's funny. He's kind of the opposite of Jax.
Yeah, Jax is like, listen, I'm lighting my apartment on fire right now. I have the candles on the blinds and stuff. I need you guys to come over right now to help me fix this because we're gonna have water damage. And like, yeah. Schwartz is getting it from all sides. He's like, oh, I'm good. You guys need anything at the store?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why he gets so emotional when he gets shit wasted, I think.
Yeah, he does, man. It's funny. I found, too, that, like, as I've gotten older, it's weird. I feel like I would get less emotional, but I feel like I've almost gotten, like, more emotional, more sensitive.
Which is good. I
like it.
You learn that you're able to deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, when you're really bummed about something or really sad or whatever, really stressed, part of you knows, oh, I've been here before. I know that this is not, like, it's really scary the first time you start getting really in touch with that stuff. But then you know how to cope with it and know that, oh, okay, this will last for a certain amount of time. So I'm just going to, like, be with it.
Yeah.
I think that helps as well. And that also helps you to fully experience it.
Yeah.
Which is the only real way to, like, sort of get through to the other side.
I think so, man. It's like it's when you feel, it's in a way, it's like when you feel the most alive.
Because that's part of life, like the ups and downs. It's not just all ups. It can't be.
Yeah.
And, to be corny, it's what makes the ups
so uppy.
Yeah.
And the downs so downy.
So downy.
This segment brought to you by Barnacles. Barnacles, you know them when you see them.
With me and Schwartz, people have said like, oh, like, so what is Schwartz actually bringing to the table? And the funny thing is me and him are a good team because we're very different. I'm very passionate about certain things, and there's other things that I'm not so passionate about. When I'm not so passionate about them, they get neglected. And Schwartz is really good at just keeping that like under control. Basically, Schwartz will do a lot of the things I don't want to do.
Right, which is actually what a good working partnership is.
But he wants to do those things.
Yeah, exactly. And he's well suited to do those things as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. Smart is dumb, dumb is smart.
Yeah.
You guys go to Long Beach Pride, which also was the day after Jeremy's party.
Exactly. It was 3 pretty crazy days.
Yeah.
I danced my ass off.
Yeah.
I got flogged. I got whipped. We bought masks, shirts. There was live music. It was a lot of fun.
And also you guys were able to just hang out with Lisa and Ken and sort of, patch that up a little bit, just sort of the friendship thing. And even she says something like, let's not talk about business now. But at least, you sort of extended the olive branch and they were happy that you arrived. I also thought it was really perfect that Schwartz was in the can when you guys arrived.
He's like, no, dude. He's like, I gotta poop, man. I'm sorry, I gotta go poop.
He gets that frantic thing. He's almost like a dog when he's like, no, man, I gotta poop.
He's like, there's too many people here. I gotta go poop, dude.
At parties
every time,
sometimes,
man.
And sometimes he'll be like, I'll be right back. I gotta go poop. It's not just like I'll be right back. He's gonna let you know.
Yeah, he's gotta make them poops.
Yeah,
man. Make it the poopy. Schwartzy making the poopy.
He can't save that poop for later.
No, he cannot save that poop for later. Dude, Jax can't either, man. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah?
Dude, when Jax has to go, he's got to go, man. Immediately.
So that must have made last year's trip to NASCAR a lot of fun.
Dude, yeah. We've been waiting in line for like 15 minutes. We get there, and then all of a sudden Jax is like, I gotta poop. Thanks, buddy. Like, you couldn't fucking hold it, or you couldn't just gone 5 minutes earlier, dude.
Well, at least he's not doing it with the door open anymore.
Yeah, I think he's retired. As far as we know, although I guess his new place, he has 3 bathrooms in that place.
That's right. Yeah.
So yeah, he can go in the man cave and close the door.
Yeah.
And then still have the door open in the bathroom, and everybody's happy.
Everyone's happy. Everyone wins.
Everyone wins.
When the subject of Jax and why he's not there comes up, which I just love the idea. Imagine if he had like somehow pushed through and made it to Long Beach Pride, like what state he would be in. He'd still be wearing the Taco Bell outfit and just probably stinking. That actually would have been kind of good. It would be great if Lisa saw him in that state, but not that she hasn't before.
No, but it was probably a good thing that he didn't show up.
Oh no,
because,
of course. I'm just yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. By that point, one word about Brittany and whatever, like he would have.
Yeah, it would not have gone well. But, you know, Jax loves in a different way. As Schwartz says, which I love that you guys say this stuff to Lisa and she's just not having it. Because, I mean, what woman would, right? Jax loves it. Like, can you imagine a scenario when Lisa would go, I see your point. Yeah, no, Ken, what do you think? And then you're just like, he can't help himself. It's in his nature. And even though you guys are still shocked pretty much as much as anyone else about this particular situation.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we were all pretty shocked.
Yeah, because as we were talking about with Katie and Kristen, it didn't even seem like there was a whiff of any of this stuff happening at all, because he really seemed to have changed, I guess, like good Jax or new Jax or whatever. I mean, even though anytime anyone said that, it was kind of like, I guess it's new Jax, but
yeah,
no one fully bought in.
Those old habits, they die hard, man. Obviously,
really,
dude,
really
yeah, there really wasn't any inkling of like. Usually, I mean, Jax is pretty obvious. He's fucking. He's not Captain Obvious. He's like General Obvious, dude.
Yeah.
So it's usually pretty quick to. It's usually pretty easy to see when these things are going down. So.
And now we also saw Stassi and Patrick on a date, which was a whole new thing. I was wondering if you had any thoughts on that.
I don't know Patrick. I've never met him before. I was actually looking forward to meeting him just to get a read on the guy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, just to be like, who is he?
Who is this dude?
Yeah.
I know, I mean, I have my own opinions and thoughts. They could be accurate. They might be completely inaccurate. Mm-hmm. But the vibe I kind of got was when Stassi sort of cut herself off from everybody back in the day and quit Sir, quit the show, quit all that. Like, I had this feeling that he sort of was like had a little bit to do with that. Because I mean, even when the idea first got brought up about the show, filming, being on a reality show, Stassi was like the number one, like, excited champion. Like, she was so fucking stoked.
Yeah.
And she had been on numerous reality. She had been on a couple,
Amazing
2 or 3
Race
Amazing
and
Race,
Queen Bees,
or something. Yeah, maybe I think there was another one that never aired or something. But so she was really happy about it, and then all of a sudden to have this whole like 180, and he just kind of happened to be in her life during that time, and then on top of that, cutting off Katie and Schwartz, and like just this whole distancing, and like she's even said that he's had a little bit to do with that. It says a lot about somebody when they, knock you for something that you're doing that happens to be successful.
That is a troubling thing.
Yeah.
That kind of is a big problem usually.
Like I just have this weird feeling that he would say things like, "Oh, I just see so much more out of you than this show. Like you could do so much better." And like it's like yeah, you're building somebody up, but you're also like talking shit about the thing that made them who they are.
Yeah, right.
So I just have this feeling of like I get a big sense of insecurity, some low down insecurity. I feel like a lot of times when people are like overly cocky or controlling, I don't know if he is or not. I don't know, whatever.
Your take on...
Yeah, it's just my take. If somebody comes across as cocky or controlling or anything like that, there's usually like some deep-seated, massive insecurity.
Sure. So we were talking about this on another episode, but could Jax be maybe better suited to being in a relationship with someone who also steps out someone who also plays around. We decided that he couldn't do that. He couldn't
No, I don't think he could.
Right.
I don't think he would. I don't know. Maybe he could. I don't know.
Because it seems like we were talking about how he seems to want the picket fence fantasy, in the home and all that stuff, but then also has this sort of demon side.
Also the neighbor's lawn. The grass is greener.
Yeah, exactly.
He also wants the swanky condo in a high-rise downtown, but then he wants the white picket fence
with the turkey sandwiches
and a couple acres and
the dogs,
horses and dogs. Yeah. I just, obviously we all want everything and anything, right? But you have to sacrifice, one thing for other things.
Right.
It's just the fucking way it is. You can't have everything, and it's better if you don't, because then you'll still be unsatisfied. It won't have any worth to it either.
Mm-hmm.
When you make sacrifices, you have to, save up and pay for something or sacrifices like it.
Not go out to work on something, whatever.
It adds value to
it does.
To what you do. I don't know. I mean, maybe Jax could be in a relationship with somebody like that, but it's weird. There's like a part of me that thinks definitely yes, but another part of me that thinks like hell no.
That's the great mystery of him, because you'd think that would be the ultimate solution.
I don't think he's ever been in a relationship since I've known him where the girl is like strayed away from him. I mean, Stassi did with Frank a little bit, but like Jax had already done like far worse, like numerous times.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Talking about how it affects you when your friends are having a crazy turbulent relationship, because he's like, it's none of your business, but it affects you guys. Just like, I mean, you were in a turbulent relationship that affected everyone in the same way. So what it's like on both sides of that.
Exactly. And obviously during me and Kristen's relationship, when all that shit was going down, like, yes, other people were greatly affected by it. They had to deal with Kristen drinking, and I don't know, like they just had to deal with our shit. It's just the way it is.
Right.
And especially when people everybody loves Britney. So the fact that Jax did that to Britney, it's just like, Britney's not an asshole.
The Paisley shirt was a bold choice for your interview look. It was a good.
Oh, yeah? You like that?
Oh, yeah, definitely. But because Paisley, you just don't see Paisley much anymore.
I know. I came across that shirt and I was like, yeah.
This is the one for me.
This needs to happen.
Now, also, I noticed that it looks like there are new cocktails for the interviews.
Yeah.
Did you guys switch this year, or was it switched last year?
I usually do a different one every year.
Oh, okay.
I tried to.
Yeah.
Mine this year is a sidecar. I gotta give props to Jeremiah for collaborating on that decision.
Yeah. He's good at the cocktails, the mocktails, if you will, and the hairdressing.
Yes.
On set, he can catch a fly away. He knows how to work the hairspray.
He can catch a fly away. A sidecar is actually one of the first drinks, one of the first sort of intricate drinks that I learned how to make.
What's in a sidecar again?
Well, there's a few ways to make it. The way I learned to make it was muddled lemons and sugar with champagne cognac and Grand Marnier, shaken and strained into a martini glass with a lemon zest.
You know those giant glass things it looks like sangria behind the bar?
Oh yeah.
What is that? I've always wondered that, and I forget to ask every time.
The thing that says like Pinot Noir.
Right. That's
giant glass. That's just for decoration.
That's what I thought. I thought there's no way that anything's getting served out of there.
It's so funny you point that out, because these are my fears with TomTom. Okay.
Yeah.
This is why I'm so nervous, because that thing is almost like 2 feet wide. It's a giant, huge glass thing.
It's massive, yeah.
It's massive.
Yeah.
And it's got wine in it. And we don't serve it. It's literally just for decoration.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, I don't want that shit on the fucking bar.
You don't want anything that's not functional.
I don't want. I mean, okay, I get it. Yes, you want, but see, that's the thing. That's why I love. Like, I'm actually really excited, and obviously, me and Lisa, we agree on some things. We disagree on other things. I'm all about functionality, but I overdo it with the functionality because I know Lisa is all about the look and the feel and the like. So I feel like I have to be extra like functionality.
Yeah.
You know,
because that way you guys can arrive at something in the middle.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And I'm sure that, you know, as you guys get more along the process as you are now, I'm sure that will find its easy pattern.
Yeah,
of
definitely.
How that works and everything. I know you guys are still, as we see in the preview, you know, working out percentages and who does what and all that stuff.
I am not looking forward to that episode playing. I mean, I hate, like, just negotiating with Ken and Lisa is not. I mean, it's miserable. I'd rather get another ass tattoo, honestly, than negotiate with Ken and Lisa.
Maybe you can make a deal with them that you'll do that. Maybe the TomTom logo or something. You know, people can get paid to get the logos tattooed on them. Remember that dude who got his face tattooed? There was a guy who like rented out his face, but the trouble is they were with tattoos.
Oh my
of
gosh.
Some brand, I don't know, Red Bull or Monster Energy or something like that. Like the guy was in a real hard spot, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah. So not recommended, but
I mean, if you're in that spot,
yeah,
you know,
you got to find a way out. Yeah.
He's already exhausted his sperm bank donations. He's given blood.
So much blood, he's fainting. Yeah.
Sold his hair.
That's right. I think the guy was bald or shaved headed at the time.
Okay. Well, yeah, he might. Yeah.
When the ladies are getting ready for the party for Brittany, you, James, and Jax go to celebrate his anniversary in a way.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know that, obviously, until we showed up. But
well, I don't think, that wasn't what people were talking about at the time. You guys were like, what should we get for a gift? It'll be the right thing to sum up the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
You reveal that it's been a dry 2 months, that even Coachella didn't.
Dude. Well, I mean, you're at a festival all day, then you end up at a party, and then after that party everybody goes, like, we rented out a house, so we had a house and there's people there, and then it's literally like we got to go to sleep. It's like the sun's coming up. But you know, we've had sex at Coachella's previously. It's just not this past one.
That's what it sounded like. It was like, wait, even at Coachella you didn't? Like, as if it was like, oh, when we go to Coachella, you know, things go crazy.
It's not prom night. Although it kind of is, but not.
In a way.
Yeah.
And then we see Ariana take a really scary spill off of Walter.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Which thankfully looked much worse than it turned out to be.
That actually like really freaked me out seeing that.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. I heard about it. She made it sound like it was no big deal, but watching it really freaked me out because I really, really worry about Ariana. Like, you know, obviously I totally love that she rides horses and competes and all that in shows, but it's just, people die. It's a very dangerous sport.
Right. Christopher Reeve was paralyzed from a horse accident.
Yeah.
Then later you're at the course with Jeremy having a slightly awkward discussion.
Oh God. Yeah. It was weird.
He gives some sound advice though.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you're going to see more of us dealing a little bit with that. But yeah, I mean, it's something that I had thought of, you know, because one thing Jax did say with him and Brittany is like, oh, we hadn't been having sex really as much. And I mean, I feel like that was a valid point I made. And me and Ariana, you know, we have gone through some dry spells, and it sucks because, like, yeah, it's like it becomes awkward, like it, you know.
And then, like Jeremy says, there's got to be something at the root of it. And you can kind of see you guys are not really being as affectionate in general towards each other. Like, she seems to not really want to engage in conversation. And
it's not just, no, it's not like conversation. It's more just like about, I mean, obviously we cuddle every night and like we're very lovey. We're very lovey, but when it gets to that like sexual point, like, I don't know, it you know, you go through phases. I mean, you know, we had gone through phases where it would get weird and like, I don't know, man. And then, yeah, it sucks, man. But it's one of those things you go through, you know?
Mm-hmm. And then, well, Ariana seems to work it out later in her own way. You know, first we see her with the flogger, which, by the way, was impressive that she had such deep knowledge of the BDSM.
Yeah. Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know. Well, you should tell me. Really?
Well, you know, like, I mean, I never went to college, but Ariana did, so I'm sure she did some experimenting.
It's always good to know.
She lived in New York.
Yeah. Oh, lived in New York. Yeah. There you go.
She lived in New York.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. You know what that means.
Yeah.
No, but that's good. You know, very. We'll have to get Ariana on the couch soon to talk about that.
By the way, getting flogged, not whipped. You're not getting whipped, but like it's like the flog thing. Dude, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
I went back a second time, like later on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hey, can you do that again?
Yeah.
I swear, dude.
Well, it's always fun trying new things.
It's like it doesn't like hurt. It's like like the guy who was with, he was like a professional, like he was a pro flogger.
Sure. Yeah.
And like, it's not like you're hitting the same place twice.
Right.
It's kind of like a, and you just get these like adrenaline, like spikes, like, you know what I'm saying? You get these like, every time he like hits you, like, and then he'll go to another spot. Yeah, I've kind of like showed Ariana how to do it right, like what I like.
Takes a little practice, I'm sure.
It's a little, it takes a little practice. It's like a communication back and forth.
Yeah, exactly.
But you kind of hit different spots, and it like you get these like surges of like adrenaline, and like your senses kind of spike a little bit, like
arousal, if you will.
It's like kind of an arousal, but like it's more of like it's a different kind of arousal. It's like an excitement. Yeah, it's not really like. It's not as much sexual to me. Mm-hmm. Although if Ariana's doing it, it's definitely sexual. Sure. But it's more of just like this, I don't know, man.
It's a sensation.
Yeah, it's cool as hell.
And then you guys...
Don't knock it till you try it.
Oh, no one's knocking it here. No. Later, we see you give Jax a very special gift, the chastity cage, the lockable chastity cage, which, you know, it's nice because the show is showing a lot of the kink culture. Integrating it into the show.
It's funny.
Did you have anything else for him?
Yeah, we actually did. By the way, that fucking chastity thing, we drove to a fucking sex shop, so I'm not going to drive there and be like, oh, I didn't find anything I like, and then leave. Like, no, I'm getting something. Dude, that thing was like a couple $100.
Wow. Yeah.
Or it was like $150. It was like not cheap. No, it was more than that.
Yeah.
I think it was like, dude, I think it was like over $200.
I can imagine. Yeah,
it was
that
fucking expensive. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they didn't have an actual chastity belt. So you have these like now I guess technologies evolved.
Sure.
Since like Robin Hood Men in Tights, since the Dark Ages.
Yeah.
So
you can get one of those at I think the Ren Fair, but for like a more modern lockable cage.
Yeah, this is more like sleek, streamlined. You know, it's very 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was this like it goes like I guess behind your balls and you lock it, whatever. We also got Jax a pocket pussy, and then I put in a burner phone.
Oh, that's good. You know he needs one.
You gotta have a burner phone.
Yeah, especially with the new iPhone technology.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What else did we put in there? I think that was it.
For some reason, pictured Jax hiding his burner phone like the guy in Breaking Bad, like in the drop ceiling.
Yeah.
Hang on, wait. I don't know whose phone that is. I don't know whose phone that is.
The ceiling's vibrating.
I don't have two phones. Why would I ever have two phones? I never manipulated anything at all. Another classic.
You manipulated that fucking puss.
And some would say he's being manipulative in that moment.
Yeah. Dude.
We're trying to put things back together. You can't. I know we keep going back to this, but...
I can't even touch some of the things he's... Like, you know, I can take... blood, guts, and gore. I can take a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. But like when the shit that comes out of Jax's mouth, like I get like really uncomfortable. I have this thing where I get like secondhand embarrassment. Even if I'm watching like Something About Mary where Ben Stiller zips his balls in the zipper. I like that like makes me really uncomfortable. I like have to leave the room when somebody's getting like embarrassed.
Yeah.
Or making an idiot out of them. Like, I can't. It's like the hardest thing for me to watch. I would be mortified if I said some shit like that. Like, I would be fucking... I don't even know.
And sometimes you can't even break down what he says because it's just so bananas.
It's fucking bananas.
Yeah. Because you're also trying to add in, you're like, so the math here, Jax, is that you're trying to basically like get out of the doghouse or make things better, and you're just making it worse.
Yeah, because girlfriends they're like
They're just a dime a dozen.
they're a dime a dozen.
What do I get out of it?
That's what I said that to Ariana on our anniversary. It was really, she loved it.
Ladies love that.
They love that, dude. It's gonna be in my new book,
Baby,
Dime a Dozen.
you're just a dime. That's a good new Jax book, by the way.
Yeah.
I loved your shirt at the barn as
Oh,
well.
dude, thank you, man.
Yeah, it was the #1 mom at the barn.
Yes. A lot of writers they have their barn mom. They bring them water. They're at every show.
They're running the show, really.
Yeah, they hold your phone, your purse. They're your barn mom, and I'm #1.
Number one mom of the barn.
Gotta be good. Gotta be #1 at something.
Have you ever tried to take a shot from one of those guns that Katie and Kristen and Stassi are messing around with?
No.
It doesn't look like that could end up in any kind of good
I don't
situation.
like. It just like shoots out randomly.
Yeah, right. There could be a really filthy joke here.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
Yeah, she tries to get it in her
Like
mouth,
put a
but
little,
it goes,
yeah. Well, you know what we should do is like next time we have that gum, I should do a drink that has like a little bit of tequila in it, some pineapple, a little egg white.
Yeah. Like a flip, some kind of flip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pineapple and egg white.
That'd
be great.
Ramos Fizz, right? A Ramos Fizz in the
Yeah.
shotgun. I guess it is what it is. It's a shotgun. Then there's the discussion of whether or not Jax slept with Faith the once. And slept with is a cute way to refer to it too, by the way.
Yeah. Slept with.
Yeah, slept with. It's such a genteel way to put it. Did he consort with the lady once, or did he have relations more than once?
I think that's something that I feel like we'll get to the bottom of a little bit like later in the season.
Sure.
It was hard to even ask Jax about shit a lot of times because he was just so, I don't know,
impossible to talk to.
It was like it was always too much for him. So I didn't press him like really hard.
Yeah.
I had heard that it happened more than once.
Right.
Faith had said that it happened more than once. So I mean, I think there's a good possibility that that's the case.
Now, what about the issue of does it matter if it's once or more than onse?
Fuck yeah, it does.
Yeah, it changes
Wouldn't
it a
you
little.
Wouldn't you think so? I mean, because
Yeah.
like, dude, if you hook up with somebody one time, that's a fluke. That's a one-time thing.
It's not great, sure, but it only
Yeah.
happened once. Who knows what happened?
But like,
At least you can work back from there.
yes, but if it's multiple times, you're learning.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You're getting better.
You're better.
Yeah,
You're getting
yeah.
better. You're taking notes.
Yeah.
You know,
They like this, they don't like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are finding your rhythm.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like, come on.
Yeah.
Maybe you're going to try something different this time. You know?
Then there's also the matter of if there was more than one time, where were the locations? So there's one at the home
It
of
wasn't.
that woman.
It wasn't my place.
Okay, well,
this time.
Thankfully, that's the one. The one location. Right, this one time. Finally, we can
Yeah.
write that off. But there was the home of the 95-year-old that Faith is the home care
Oh
aide
my
for.
gosh, dude. Jeez.
And then on Watch What Happens Live, Jack said he had no idea that that's what was going on there. That person was there, but it sounded like in the story that the person was in the same room. So it's hard to kind of.
Dude, Faith was a caretaker. Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's like Disorderlies. You've seen Disorderlies?
Mm,
Oh, it's an 80s movie where like basically the nephew of a very rich man who's his only heir hires the most incompetent orderlies he can possibly
I feel
find
like I've maybe
because
seen this.
he's hoping that they kill him basically.
Well, you want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
Not funny, actually tragic and really despicable, but Faith was like MIA as a caretaker.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because she's socializing, going out, whatever. So the lady ended up firing her, but before she fired her, her TV ended up like falling on her.
Oh my God.
So like Faith wasn't around. I think maybe something was with her TV. She was trying to, and Faith wasn't there. And so
Yeah.
like her TV, this woman's like late 80s or something.
Yeah, and then there's like some new stains on the couch.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oof. Really bad.
Yeah, not good. Whoever Faith's agency was allegedly would probably not be too thrilled about that. I loved the espionage rundown.
Dude, that was actually really funny.
That was really, really funny. And they got everyone. I love the flashback to Stassi, too, when she was detecting Jack's lying. He's looking to the left.
He's looking to the left.
It'd be great to have her narrate some of his best lies.
It's funny. That is a thing. They say that your left side is your creative side, your right side is your truth side or whatever. So if you look to the right, it's like you're thinking about your
data, if you will.
Yeah, you're checking your browser history. But if you're looking to your left, you're trying to hide your browser history.
You're trying to look up CNN really quickly to hide whatever you were looking at.
This episode brought to you by Coors Light. Coors Light, the official beer of Pump Rules Podcast. Get your Schwartz on and drink the day away with Coors Light.
When I saw Stassi, which is funny that her and Ariana kissed, that was like, whoa, that's a lot for Ariana. I did appreciate her bearing 5 farts into her couch, though. It
was good. I think it was a therapeutic
that's my
thing.
fucking girl, dude. Yes. I fucking love you for that.
That was a high point, I think, of the show.
Stassi, she had this all I could think about is Ichabod Crane from the Disney Headless Horseman,
Yeah.
With that bow on the back of her low ponytail. I just all I saw was Ichabod Crane, and then her interview outfit. I noticed it. Is it just me or did it I know this is weird. I sound like I'm being superficial or some fashion police, but I'm just curious.
Well, you're a guy who likes clothes. You talk about clothes.
I do like clothes.
She had an asymmetrical single strap.
Well, it just looked like the strap was it went up on one side, it went around, but it's the pink interview dress.
Yeah.
It just goes up and stops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it reminds me of when Ariana's using her regular bra as a strapless. So she'll like tuck the strap in, but the point still kind of goes up where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just notice it because it's being tucked away.
Yeah, and it's but it's like not like prominent enough. You know, normally if somebody had if a dress came to a point, it would be like, hey, my dress is coming to a point here with no strap. But it's just very subtle. I don't know.
When Jax gets the phone call when you guys are sitting there.
Oh God, dude.
Now we're seeing James and Jax. Everyone's socializing, getting along, which is nice. And James is talking about his new Takeover Turn Up Tuesday, which is exciting. And he might get a portion of the bar because he's the promoter. And then Jax gets the call, which I wonder at what point he realized he was on speakerphone too. Because,
dude, nightmare. But you knew it was coming.
Of course.
And maybe if I was in Jax's situation and I knew that Brittany was going over to Stassi's for a fuck me party, for a I hate Tom Sandoval fucking party.
Yeah.
And all our friends are really pissed at me.
Yeah.
If she's I'm going over around 8, I would pick up the phone up until 9:30. After that, no fucking way am I picking up that phone.
It can't end up.
Hell no. Am I picking up that fucking phone call? And maybe even only to 8:30 would I pick up that phone call.
Yeah, with all those factors in place.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking.
Because there must have been pre-gaming before you go to a Fuck Jax party. There's pre-gaming going on. There's got to be.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. And all those girls are super pissed. Yeah,
they overcame all their differences.
Off, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, because everyone was really because everyone loves Brittany.
Yeah,
and it's a whole new ball game.
Yeah.
And then Jax handles it really well, too, which I think is the great part.
Yeah, he was, he kept his calm.
Yeah, he didn't inflame the situation at all. And I like that while he's still adamant, even on Watch What Happens Live the other night, he was adamant that it only happened once.
Really?
Yes.
Bridget, reaction.
My reaction right now is not worth it. I'd like to slap him, but I'm not going to do that because I feel bad for him.
Don't feel bad
Jax,
for me.
what are you doing?
I know. It was...
How many times was it?
Once. It was once.
Do you believe Brittany? Bridget, do you believe him? Do you believe him?
It was once. I promise you.
See? It's hard to tell.
And then also said that the eyelashes that Brittany found were probably just Brittany's and she forgot about them. He doesn't know why that even came up.
Hi, Andy. My question is for Jax.
Yep.
And I was wondering if now that he admitted to cheating on Brittany, if he can tell us whose eyelashes those were.
Ooh.
They were hers, I think. I don't know why I think she just forgot, but there's never been anybody at our house that she doesn't know.
Okay, that's the thing that Jax does. When he starts talking and he's lying, you know it sometimes because, like, he starts talking, he's like...
No, I don't. Like I don't. Like, when she said that, I was kind of like, those are yours. You're the only one that wears fake eyelashes that I know.
So last I checked, people kind of know their fucking lashes. It's like a thing. I mean,
women don't just go, oh, those eyelashes, maybe they're mine, maybe they're not. They don't know.
Yeah. Like there's a, like.
Is this my makeup or not my makeup?
Look at Sheena's lashes season 1 and look at them now. There's a big fucking difference. Or my lashes for drag night.
Yeah.
Oh, I had 3 pairs of lashes on that night, I think. Something like, dude.
You committed, as we talked
committed.
about. Yeah.
I went for it.
So then he runs out, and when you're all sitting back together again, you get a call from Ariana. What was that feeling like? Because you know that you're going to be briefed on some news.
At that point, I'm hoping not, again, like when things like this happen, there's always collateral damage. I'm hoping that I am not being associated. As much as Jax is my friend, I hope I'm not being associated or packed in. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like
or like that I somehow condone this, or no. I got a little worried.
Yeah.
But again, it's not a fuck Tom party, so I picked up the phone.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you get the message of what they're saying, because first off, you're loaded with a bunch of info that you're like, great, I don't want to have to tell Jax that he can't come back to his apartment. He's a little touchy about that. You're like, okay. And then they're like, listen, you know how crazy Kristen gets. And immediately they're like, basically like, I got you. Message understood. Don't even worry about it. It'll be fine. I'll send catering over to your place. Like, you're sending flowers and everything. Yeah, you're arranging car services.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's all it took. I got the message loud and clear.
And then
I would have fucking had Jax come over to my place, but Jeremy's at our place.
Oh, right.
So there's not really room for him. So I totally would have had Jax, and I've actually would have rather that way I can keep an eye on him.
Of course. Yeah.
Keep him from like take his phone, keep him from sending fucking text messages to Brittany.
Yeah.
I would have, but we got him into a hotel that night.
Oh, good.
Which, dude, that was a long night because Jax, you gotta kind of babysit him a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Because he might just fucking show up over there.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to like literally tuck him in that night.
Right.
Read
him a story.
I had to read him a story. Mm-hmm. Tuck him in, give him a little treat before he goes to bed.
Yeah, make sure the night light's on.
Yeah, night light's got to be on. And then we had a meeting that next day. Oh my gosh, which you're going to see more of that.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. And so you were up all night, basically like tending to Jax, and then you got to go to
Villa drive Rosa. Up to fucking Villa Rosa, dude.
Yeah.
Hungover. Oh God.
What a perfect prep for everything.
Such a great front to put on. Like, it's nothing better than like when Ken and Lisa can smell
booze on you. Yeah.
The booze like from across the fucking table.
Yeah. From both of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. We were just with Jax last night, which kind of, if you say
that. Already.
Yeah. Already. Yeah.
We're already like kind of 1 foot in.
Well, it's exciting. It'll be exciting to see the next step in your discussions with Ken and Lisa. And thanks for joining us.
Hell yeah.
This was a great time.
Dude, always a pleasure, Craig.
Cheers, man. Thanks.
All right, buddy.
Find us on Instagram and Twitter at PumpRulesPod, or go to PumpRulesPodcast.com for more information. Email PumpRulesPodcast@gmail.com and follow on Facebook at Facebook.com/PumpRulesPodcast. Thanks for listening and see you next time.